Hey everyone, Dan Dog Crypto. How's everyone doing? As the markets go up and down, the correlations in the market, and certainly how do we generate an income? Crypto, DeFi, is the key in building wealth in times of high inflation. So you definitely need to generate an income on your assets. But decentralized finance is the key. It's an alternative to our traditional form of revenue generating within the stock market. What makes it possible is the code. So in DeFi, decentralized finance, you have an opportunity to generate passive income, but turn your wallet into an income producing asset. Unlike traditional markets, decentralized finance, the code, the interaction with the code makes it possible to create a financial dividend compounding asset which generates wealth. You have price appreciation, and you also receive a continuous compounding income, a cycle that generates income for you. That is the ultimate search. Because of what is happening, the economic cycle, even in the changing world order, Ray Dalio talks about economic cycles, and we are in one. So you want to definitely put your money to work for you. Well, why? Because you want to get out of a system that is against you because of the fiat system, the continuation of printing of money. Cryptocurrency is the highest appreciating asset class, being in the correct cryptocurrency, because, as we know, central bank digital currencies will be here. So get educated, get familiarized with DeFi. It creates the most economic growth because code can allow you to generate a passive income where it pays you to hold in a decentralized wallet. That's why it's so important to do your homework and understand what inflation truly does to your money. And if you're just holding and wishing for a cryptocurrency to pump, what happens is you have to be careful of what cryptocurrency you enter in, because what happens is the large whale manipulation. Well, with countries, you have Turkey, Venezuela. What happened to their currency? It devalued. So real people, the world economy, the economy of the people, they got destroyed and are getting destroyed. So you have to find assets that continually compound and appreciate. So DeFi is the opportunity, and cryptocurrency, the code that identifies and allows you to interact, allowing you to earn passive income. That's why I support PZEN, but also character and integrity and accomplishments. So when I support and come out to support Conrad Zen, it's for his integrity, his characters, and accomplishments. Being early in Bitcoin, being early with Hex, which is key, because what happens is, as Hex has appreciated, who are the true hex OGs early on that helped to build the economy of hex, steering crypto enthusiasts in the direction to a system to not put their money in scams. So that was Conrad Zen early. So he truly is an early pioneer. Unless people were there in the beginning when Bitcoin first started and as it evolved and transitioned, so they don't know who the individuals were. But we do know for a fact that Conrad Zen is a true Hexagon early adopter and now is an evangelist to supporting PulseZen. And at no point does he discredit Hex, but he supports Conrad Zen, PulseZen, because of the early opportunity to receive passive income, continuous compounding. He was truthful when he supported Hex. He is now supporting PulseZen. But certain influencers that are not Hex OGs and have no understanding, have not been in here since the beginning, don't know the journey. Here is Conrad Zen, early, 2+ years ago, when Hex launched, was still in the launch phase with Richard Hart. I'll let you just take a little listen to this.
That is interesting because, in my view, Bitcoin is definitely a dead project. There's no question. It cannot be a transactional currency.
No.
It is not a store of wealth.
It may. I mean, look, I think the price will keep going up.
Not long ago.
I think the price will keep going up, but the question is, why do you care if that price keeps going up when you have something else that goes up 10 times faster that's more secure? It's like, I'll take the 10x extra thing, you know?
So when I introduced you as our leader, I think it's that in the cryptocurrency space, tribalism is rampant.
Sure.
Absolutely rampant. And I think one of the things that is missing in the Hex community right now is the idea of this, that, you know, money is all imaginary, right? It's a story that we all buy into.
It's like a shared fiction, sure.
It's a shared belief, right? It is a shared belief. We all believe, for example, that it's backed up by something, but it's not, obviously. The Fed, lots of people, I'm pretty sure, don't really understand that the federal bank isn't actually owned by the government. It's a private institution.
Yep.
Created by the bankers back in 1913, as you know, by the Federal
with
Reserve.
Private shareholders and private directors.
Exactly. And so the money that you think that you understand, you really don't understand what real money is anyway. And it is only this idea that we all have a shared belief, which brings us on to the idea of cryptocurrency.
Well, that's the beautiful thing. Well, that's the beautiful thing about crypto is, so developers that build software for a living don't actually understand computers. People that build computers don't actually understand software. You have to, the world is so complex now that you can only understand a particular subset of the stack of things, which gets you from electrons, silicon, BIOS, operating system, compiler, real-time execution, secure enclave, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then now we're going to show this to the user, and then it's going to go onto their monitor, and then they're going to interact with it, and it has to go over the network. All of this stack that you get to, no one understands every part of it. You can't. And so everyone has to choose which parts they're going to specialize in any stack. And so for instance, the economy stack, economists study like hell to understand it, do the best they can, get degrees in it, and then they're all broke as hell because they can't predict the future, because they don't actually know what the fuck they're talking about. And so the people that study the economy usually don't actually understand the economy. So, you don't need to understand anything to speculate on Hex. Look at the chart, number goes up. That's what's been happening. If you knew more about crypto, would the number go up any differently for you? No, the chart's the chart. If you knew nothing about crypto, you see, like, it's the great equalizer. Whether you understand more or less about crypto or more or less about computers, it doesn't matter. There's the price you got in at, and then there's today's price, and then that's it. I guess in Hex, there's like the share price, how low it was when you got in, because it only goes up. You don't need to understand this stuff. Nobody understands Bitcoin, and it went up 2 million X. Nobody can, and by the way, you can't use it anywhere either. It went up 2 million X. So a lot of the things people think that you need, you don't actually need.
So I think we're in agreement that the really reason, or probably the only reason that people get into cryptocurrency, is investment.
Sure.
They want to make money.
Yes.
And this is where undoubtedly Hex is the number one investment vehicle that is around at the moment.
It's pretty amazing.
Would you like to take us through your philosophy then of the big payday launch? What
Sure.
was behind that?
So Bitcoin, people misunderstand Bitcoin. They say it's deflationary.
So this was when Conrad Zen, 2+ years ago, early on Richard Hart's channel, and having a discussion with Richard Hart. So understanding early opportunities. This is what PulseZen presents to you. It's an early opportunity. No pre-sale. No ICO. No sacrifice. No large whale manipulation. Organic launch, giving everyone an opportunity to enter and accumulate. Yes, do your homework, but character, integrity, and accomplishments. Conrad Zen. He supported Hex, was an early adopter. I was sharing Hex early, before any of these individuals that now have created YouTube channels. So Conrad Zen is a true Hex OG, sharing the opportunity of Hex. And anyone that understood Hex, that followed Conrad Zen, benefited. He is now supporting PulseZen, an advocate for PulseZen, supporting Pulse Chain, and is an advocate and a supporter of Hex. But certain characters don't understand what integrity and accomplishments are. I support Conrad Zen. PZEN is an early opportunity. It is an income-producing asset. Code creates the asset. Once you interact, your wallet holding PZEN becomes a dividend-earning wallet. Your asset will always earn more PZEN. It is early. So PZEN, how it interacts, it's based on an economic economy, an economic engine. The fuel is PZEN. There is no large whales that are selling on your head, giving equity for everyone, equality, to share in the benefits of the PulseZen economy. The cycle, the dividend compounding cycle per transaction, it is massive. the opportunity, the interaction on your compounding cycle. It is so early as volume enters, as more and more eyes start to see PZEN. Conrad Zen, an early adopter of Hex, as I showed you the interview with Richard Hart, and now is supporting Pulse Chain by launching PulseZen on Ethereum ERC20 token, which copies over on Pulse Chain. It was supposed to launch on Pulse Chain, but the launch occurred on Ethereum. So PulseZen is truly an early opportunity. If people understand that your most gains are made early, and the price of PZEN at this present time allows you to have a nice entry to accumulate dollar cost average, because the percentage of yield is all determined based on how many PZEN tokens you hold. That's what will allow you to generate your yield that is dividend compounding per a transaction cycle. So your yield on a yearly basis, based on the cycle of transactions, is not a 20%, 30%. It becomes massive because it's an interactive economic economy. PZEN is early, so you don't have to try to enter into a sacrifice depending what you allocate to be able to then get a distribution to receive a certain percentage of those coins. And if you're not a large whale, you're a smaller player. In PZEN, it gives everyone a fair opportunity to accumulate. I support Pulse Chain and Pulse X. Now, as far as all the other projects that are launching, I'm well aware of them. Time will tell. There will be winners and there will be losers. But we still have to be vigilant, because just because they're launching on Pulse Chain does not mean that they will not be scams. So you have to be careful where you allocate your money, not your keys, not your crypto. So when you trust was put into a Richard Hart, so trust factor. So with Pulse Chain and Pulse X, certainly. As far as Pulse Zen, character, integrity, and trust, but certainly I believe that Pulse Zen is this early opportunity. So you certainly should do your research, but be very cautious of who is sharing the information. Is it that they're holding a large percentage? Is it that they're looking to pump their bags? I'm sharing an opportunity where you have integrity, character, accomplishment, where wealth has been created, not early riches. Big difference. So Conrad Zen, his integrity, his character, and accomplishment. A Hex OG. Now an advocate for PulseZen. The economy of PulseZen is deflationary. So it's reducing its supply per interaction. And as the volume enters, this is an early opportunity because the 0.01% burn will accelerate and appreciate the PZEN value because it's built right into the code. So PZEN being deflationary, the acceleration of the burn will be massive as well. And all you have to do is hold PZEN. No staking, no lockup. So now as an economic cycle, as it transitions and price appreciation, you have free will to do what you wish. So now you accumulate and now know what your time horizon is and have a outlook, a performance outlook on how you're going to distribute and allocate certain percentage with a time zone. So this way, in each cycle, you can withdraw or you can hold, but you're going to earn. In an inflationary cycle and what has happened to currency, you want to earn. So code is allowing us to earn passive income, create a dividend compounding cycle per transaction, which is huge. PZEN also presents another benefit, the charity. When the charity decides by all the holders, because PZEN is held and owned by the community. So it's cooperatively owned by all the holders in sharing the benefits of each dividend compounding cycle per transaction, receiving your proportion of the pool redistribution. PZEN is truly a fair wealth redistribution economy. Now, information is valuable and it has power. So PZEN being early, sharing in the redistribution per compounding cycle, and you have an opportunity to introduce and share the benefits. It's not, I'm going to shill, because at any point what happens is it's an ownership. When you sell your percentage of PZEN, you pay it forward. And it benefits the people that are holding, and it benefits the person that is taking out his payout. But the ownership, because the EVM identifies the wallet, and it's a transfer of ownership. So it's an income producing ownership asset held in your decentralized wallet. PZEN compounding cycle per transaction, economic economy, being early creates the most opportunity. Share it as more eyes see PZEN, and you tweet it, rebroadcast it, however you want to do, because it truly is the more eyes that see PZEN and understand the benefits of PZEN, and you're helping others. Because there are a lot of projects out there that will not survive and will steal and take money away. So you want to create something to prevent them from doing that. And PZEN is this early opportunity. Again, Conrad Zen, an advocate for hacks, now has become an advocate for PulseZen early opportunity, and at no time has he discredited hacks, but there's been a misunderstanding by certain influencers. But they were not here early. So they have not accomplished wealth to that level, but now are sharing why. Because are they looking to just pump their bags? Well, Conrad Zen is a strong supporter of Pulse Chain and also is a supporter of hacks. But when we look at opportunities, we present them as they are. Early opportunities being first. Do your homework. I wish you the best. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.